Hello. Okay, we're going to go to the article now that I tried to read in the last video, but I ran out of time. So again, these are Kim Thayil's real thoughts on the tribute concert. The tribute concert where half the money is still sitting somewhere, God knows where, and hasn't been dispersed. Soundgarden felt the Chris Cornell tribute show was sort of a clusterfuck. While the 2019 concert tribute to late Soundgarden frontman and grunge icon Chris Cornell was intended to be a star-studded marathon celebration of Cornell's music and legacy, Kim Thayil remembers the affair feeling more complicated. You think, Kim? I bet it is complicated. The Cornell tribute drew heavy hitters from all genres. To Los Angeles Forum, January 17, 2019. Among others, the concert included appearances by Metallica, Foo Fighters, Miley Cyrus, Chris Stapleton, Adam Levine, Melvins, as well as members of Black Sabbath and Pearl Jam, alongside Cornell's surviving Soundgarden and Audioslave bandmates. Notice who wasn't there again, Eddie Vedder. The best thing about it, and that's not an insult to Vedder, that tells you something's wrong. The best thing about it was playing those songs again with Matt, Ben. Thayil told Kerrang in recent conversation. And the next best thing was having our friends and guests join us. The rest was a little bit uncomfortable. It was sort of a clusterfuck. That's a quote by Kim Thayil. Thayil acknowledged that there wasn't much that could be done to mitigate the wildly conflicting emotions he and his surviving bandmates were feeling, from the epic highs of the celebration to the brutal lows of the reminder that Cornell is gone. It was picked at an open wound, or it has picked at an open wound, emotionally, and nobody was that thrilled to do it, he continued, so they didn't want to do it. That's what he's saying. We were thrilled to play the songs for our audience and to play with each other on stage. The takeaway was the band together with our family, crew, and friends. To see the family together again was love. Everyone was happy and teary-eyed. It was the Soundgarden family together doing what Soundgarden does and honoring and missing our beloved departed member. That was important. And you know, that statement right there is more sincere than everything I've heard from certain people in 5 or 6 years or 7 years, however long it's been. That drips with sincerity. I can feel it. The lead up to the concert and some of the bookings, though perhaps necessary evils, grated at the band, Thayil said. So I guess they didn't like Miley Cyrus being there and people like that. Adam Levine. I don't know. That's my guess. I think that's what he's trying to say. The rest of it, the celebrity nature, promotion, and focus, was bullshit. Bullshit, the man says. This is Chris Cornell's right-hand man, Kim Thayil, in the band. You know what I mean? Bullshit, Thayil said, and we knew it was bullshit going into it, so they expected it to be bullshit. They knew who they were dealing with. They knew who was in charge. We did it for each other to support Chris's legacy. There was something awkward and unintimate about it. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it, but I'm glad we did it for our friends and family. Yes, for some people, this was a celebrity star-studded event for their own benefit. And for others, this was very hard for them to even be there. They didn't mind playing the songs, but everything else was a bit much to take. That's what he's trying to say. And let's take a minute, because this made me think of something. Let's say Soundgarden said, fuck off, we don't want to perform. That would give the show no legitimacy whatsoever. It'd be a joke. It already was a joke. That's what Kim's saying. But without any Soundgarden members, oh my God, it would just be a complete farce. So, in a way, they had to do it for Chris, so he doesn't look like a jerk-off. Even though Chris had no involvement in planning, executing this, because he was deceased, but They did it for him so he didn't look stupid. That's what he's trying to say here. Because if they wouldn't have participated, and believe me, they didn't want to, it's kind of obvious here. No one would have taken that thing seriously. It would have been a complete joke and farce. And it already was. That's what Kim's saying as well. So they had to be there. Otherwise, Chris Cornell would have looked stupid. His legacy would have looked stupid. Kind of what, his estate's been doing to it. In other words, they had to be there to give the thing legitimacy. We did it for our friends and family. The I Am the Highway Chris Cornell tribute concert became a point of contention between Soundgarden and Cornell's widow last year. Band accused Vicky of misappropriating funds from the concert that were supposed to go to charity. Well, she wrote some numbers down on a piece of paper and showed the whole world, so that means they're true, right? No, it doesn't. Unless there's an audit, I don't believe a goddamn thing they say, because I've caught them in too many lies in court documents. And I've read those court documents on camera many times. And I still have them. Maybe I'll share them with you someday. Soundgarden has been embroiled in a legal battle with Chris Cornell's estate over several songs. Yeah, this is years ago. We don't need to read any more. That's the end. Anyway, and here's the question I ask. Again, 5 years later, why is the money still sitting there? What are you waiting for? Estate worth $20 million, allegedly. Sold the rights to a lot of his music. That brought about another $20 million. What's the problem? You need that $500,000 backup money or something? What's the problem? And again, if I was a guy who performed that night and lent my name and credibility to that farce, as Kim Thayil, he didn't use that word, but that's basically what he said, I'd be mad. I'd be like, yo, can you disperse that? And if I was one of these famous Metallica, whatever, I was like, do I got to pull $500 out of my pocket and send it to this charity that you're supposed to be sending it to? I don't know. I'd be kind of upset if I was a musician that performed for that show. I'd be like, why is this money, half of the money, still sitting there 5 years later? What are you doing? Can I get an answer on that? You gonna scribble some more numbers on paper and show that to the world as if that's evidence of any fucking thing? Have a good day.